Disappointing news from CD Projekt Red. It seems that Cyberpunk 2077 is not going to be making it for 2019 release. I am 2 for 2 for my plan for 2019. The plan was that Anthem was going to come out. Anthem was going to be awesome. Game as a service, lots of patches and updates that would carry me through to the Q3 of 2019, and then we'd get to play Cyberpunk. It's going to be an amazing year. None of that's happening. Let's go see why. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. So much for my plans for 2019. Disappointing Anthem, and now it doesn't look like I'll be playing much Cyberpunk either. But maybe that is a good thing. Let me explain why. From the site PlayStationLifestyle.net, CD Projekt Red aimed to release Cyberpunk 2077, but devs felt rushed. No doubt about it. And as disappointed as I and thousands of other Cyberpunk 2077 fans might be, it is for the best. I mean, take a look what happened with Fallout 76. So many bugs at launch. Anthem, complete disaster because they had to get a game out. They couldn't keep stalling it. Now, CD Projekt Red does have the opportunity here because they are self-publishing. They are their own publisher. So they can delay this date out without feeling too pressured by a publisher. But at the same time, CD Projekt Red is a public company and they do have to answer to investors. So I'm pretty sure they're still under a lot of stress, but let's take a look at what's happening here. CD Projekt Red never hinted at a release date, but sources close to studio told Kotaku Jason Schreier being the guy who also broke the story about Anthem, by the way, you remember him, that it originally aimed for 2019 release. Yes, we suspected that much. However, devs are reportedly of the view that 2019 is an unrealistic target. No doubt. Look, there's always more polishing to be done. Like an artist painting a picture, at some point you have to step away and say done, because if you don't, you just keep on going, is what I've heard. I'm not an artist, but I've heard that's what they do. So very much the same in game development is that the game, if you have to ask the developer, is the game done? It'll never be done for them. They always want to tweak, they always want to fix things, they always want to improve things. And look, very disappointing. It is unclear if CD Projekt Red has changed its plans, but Schreier here seems convinced that Cyberpunk isn't quite ready for 2019 release, even if it's announced for this year. Now, E3 is coming up, and there is a closed demo being shown at E3, most likely like last year, where some influencers get shown the demo first, and they'll release it to us at a later point. To go on with that, not long ago, CD Projekt Red co-founder dismissed reports that the studio had run into financial troubles, which is interesting because being a public company, you'd see that in their financials. Yet, if we punch up CD Projekt Red and take a look at their chart, weekly, let's go to a monthly here. Holy, look at that. Man, I want to go back in time and invest in CD Projekt Red on the Warsaw Exchange. Look at this, all right, 2015, mid-2015, I think it was release of Witcher 3, and it just took off. Look at it go. I have no doubt that this, from 2018 onwards, is all in anticipation of the success of Cyberpunk. Now, this does not strike me as a stock chart of a company in financial problems. From a low of 66 in 2017 to currently at $203 right now. Now, there's ups and downs in the market so long, but overall, this is a massive, massive increase. So for someone to claim that they had financial troubles, I don't know where they got that from, but it was dismissed, and I would agree, doesn't look like it so far. He goes on to say the challenges involved in Cyberpunk's development stem from the studio's transition from The Witcher 3 to the upcoming title. So what kind of transition problems are there? Well, look, everyone's used to working on a certain type of game, and you shift things around. The art changes, the environment changes, there's new game mechanics in. There's lots of things which they had in place from Witcher, which don't all translate directly into Cyberpunk, although it does greatly help having an established studio with artists, with the building, with funding already from a previous game, but still there's issues. Now, here's the troubling part of it. Separately, a former CD Projekt Red dev told Schreier here that Cyberpunk's development were akin to Anthem's. That is terrible to hear, very bad to hear. But then again, listen, if you were, we don't know who this person he spoke to is, it's an anonymous source, but if this person was fired, then no doubt they'll have bad things to say about it. But if he's been honest, that is troubling to hear that they have issues. Now, the issues with Anthem, if you recall, were that the two studios, the Edmonton and Austin studios, had a lot of infighting. They couldn't agree on things, and Anthem was stuck in pre-production hell for almost 6 years, and they only crunched out Anthem in the last 16 months. So to say that there were parallels that could be drawn between the story of rocky development of Anthem and the story and even more rocky to become development of Cyberpunk, said the former employee. At times, I felt I could replace the studio name and the game title and it would all look so familiar, almost identical. Okay, that is very scary to hear, but hey, you know what? I'll believe it if I see it. So far from what we've seen of Cyberpunk, it does look spectacular. Now, will it play like we see in the demos? Hopefully so. Now, given the extra time, seeing that it's not going to be coming out, CD Projekt Red recently said the dev is proceeding at full speed, and E3 in 2019, in a few weeks' time, will be the biggest industry event in the studio's history. So, okay, marketing no doubt going to be kicking in big time now in E3. And the thing is, you can't fire off your E3 marketing cannons too early if the game is going to be coming out much, much later. So if they throw in all the marketing money now into E3 coming up, by the time the game comes out, that kind of excitement kind of peters down. So either they're going to start marketing now and keep on marketing right until launch, or, well, we'll have to see. But either way, not the best of news. Kind of disappointed that we're not going to be seeing a 2019 release. But hey, I'd rather have a polished, rich, deep, bug-free game in 2020, in Q1 or Q2 2020, than a disaster like Anthem again. Disappointing, but that's it. Anyway, guys, what do you think? Disappointed too? Let me know your thoughts. If you enjoy this content, as always, thumbs up, subscribe, you know the drill. Catch you in the next one.